Hello dear students, welcome for video class. Now, today this 7th chapter Asia, climate, natural vegetation, and wildlife. It is 7th. Today we will talk about first the climate of Asia. The climate of Asia is a vast continent. In 7 continents, largest continent is the Asia, and extends from the Arctic to the southern hemisphere and through the all climatic zones. Arctic circle, Arctic circle, talking about Cancer, Capricorn, and Antarctica. It is equator. From Arctic to southern hemisphere to the south of this equator, it is southern hemisphere. And in all climate zones are torrid, temperate, frigid. In all climatic zones. So now we will talk about the factors affecting the climate of Asia. First one is latitude, second one distance from the sea, third one monsoon winds, fourth one direction of the mountain ranges, and fifth and last, it is ocean currents. Ocean currents. So now we talk about the latitude of this continent. First factor is latitude. On the earth, all these lines like this are latitudes. Vertical lines latitude, horizontal lines longitude. So now latitudes, the vast extent of Asia is 10 degree south to 80 degree north latitude. It is between, here it is 90 degree north, so 80 degree north to, it is 23.5 degree south, tropic of Capricorn. So not here, 10 degree, half approximately. It is 10 degree south. It is the area of Asia. Clear? If it is imagine, it is globe. So this much area covered by this continent, largest continent of the world. So now, latitudes explains all types of climate ranging from hot and wet, equatorial type in the south to dry and cold, tundra type in the north. Tundra, this is also known as tundra. China, equatorial. Later we will discuss more about this. So, it explains temperature and tropical climate in Central Asia and Southern South Asia. Tropical, the area lying between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This area is known as tropic. Between tropics or tropical. Between the tropics, so this area is known as tropical climate. Second one, latitude is what? Distance from the sea. What is the meaning this? So, places close to the sea means the moderate climate. Coastal areas have moderate climatic conditions. Not very hot, not very cold. Proper moisture is also maintained in the climate, atmosphere. Whereas places in the interior, it means the extreme type of climate like Delhi, Western Uttar Pradesh. And means northern part of India has extreme type of climate. Extreme type of climate means summers are very hot and winters are very cold. But in the coastal areas in South India, it is always moderate climatic condition. Here it is moderate climatic condition. But the effect of sea breeze in these areas, temperature is not more than 29 degrees in these areas. Temperature is only 23 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius. Not very cold, not very hot. It is extreme type. If it is lowest, highest. Otherwise, the range of temperature is 3 degree to 5 degrees Celsius. Very less difference in the range, so that you can't notice it is summer or winter. This range, highest temperature 29 degrees. At this temperature, it is moderate climatic condition. Asia covering a vast area experiences the extreme type of climate in the central part. Both my answers in last chapter we discussed. In Siberia, -50 degree here. In winter and Jacobabad in Pakistan, 52 degree in summer. Next, monsoon winds. Monsoon winds. During the summer, the mainland of Asia gets heated and develops low pressure. The southwest monsoon winds blow onshore. South India, Arabian Sea, southwest monsoon originate from this area. These winds will continue flowing this, covering this area. Whole India is covered by this. Only these parallels are stopping this monsoon winds to set rain in this area, Tamil Nadu. Otherwise, whole India is very well getting rainfall by southwest monsoon wind. southwest monsoon winds blow onshore. Onshore means sea breeze. Sea breeze. It is onshore winds. They pick the moisture from the Arabian Sea and give heavy rainfall. During the winter, they blow offshore. Offshore means if a sea breeze in winter, direction of the winds will be changed. From land to sea, it is land breeze. And land breeze, in the way of land breeze, there is no water body. So these winds are very dry, high pressure, very dry. So these winds are not bringing rain. And dry northeast monsoon and do not give any rain. Fourth one is the direction of the mountain ranges. The direction of the mountain ranges. The east-west trend of Himalaya and South Asia prevents the cold winds from Central Asia to enter in the subcontinent in winter. They force the monsoon winds to shed their moisture in the south during the rainy season. Page number 122. If you notice here, it is given more specific explanation about this point. The South Asia, it is in the South Asia, east-west structure of the mountain or Himalayan arc. It is arc only. Himalayan arc is given. Page 122. Brown color lines. These are Himalayan arc. South Asia prevent the cold winds from Central Asia. Central Asia coming winds, blizzards are coming. These are checked, stopped by these Himalayan ranges. So the subcontinent is prevented by, saved by winter. Therefore, the monsoon winds to shed their moisture in the south during the rainy season, and also a cause of orographic rainfall. This Himalayan ranges. Our moisture bringing winds are not crossing the boundary of this Himalaya, not going to next side of the Himalaya, northern bank, southern bank is getting sufficient rainfall. So this mountain barrier is good for India. Last point is ocean current. So ocean current is the cold and warm current affect the climate of a region. The cold Oyashio current which comes from the north and Oyashio current coming from the north and washes the western coast of Japan affect the climate of the world by making the extreme cold, whereas the east coast of Japan is washed by the warm Eurasia. It is Japan western margin very cold, eastern margin washed by the warm ocean current, so it is free from the ice and makes the winter milder. Winters are very mild, not very extreme type, because these are covered by warm Kuroshio current. After this, we will talk about the climatic conditions during the year in Asia. year. So we have two conditions. A is summer climatic conditions. B is winter climatic. So what is happening in summer climatic conditions? During the summer, when the sun is directly above the Tropic of Cancer, the mainland of Asia develops low pressure. When air is heated, it will be lighter, it will rise up, and that empty place is covered by cold winds. Land mass of pressure develops a low pressure, the surroundings keep being cooler, develops a high pressure. So on the ocean it is high pressure, on the land low pressure. Winds also blow from high pressure to low pressure areas. So land have low pressure. So moisture winds willing to cover up that area. Since they blow over the ocean, they pick the lots of moisture from the ocean and give heavy rainfall in the South Asia. These are known as southwest monsoon winds. Just I said before this, from the Arabian Sea. They blow from southwest to northeast. Southwest direction is to northeast direction of India. South. Okay. It is southwest to northeast. Second condition, winter climatic condition. During the winter, when direct rays of the sun falls on Tropic of Capricorn, due to the inclination of the earth, position of the earth change. Sometimes North Pole is facing the sun, Tropic of Cancer, and in winter, sun shines. This part will face the sun, and sun shines on Tropic of Capricorn. Rotation revolution. This part will. So here is summer season. Here is the north. Winter season. So Central Asia becomes extreme cold and develops high pressure. In the winter condition, winds blow from land to sea, means land is very dry, not very any moisture, so it is dry conditions, very low temperature. The surrounding oceans are relatively warm and have low pressure over them. The winds blow from land to sea. Sea breeze is not showing its effect because sea has low pressure and winds on land masses have high pressure. So winds blow from high pressure to low pressure. The winds are dry and do not bring rain. These cold winds blow southward are checked by the Himalaya and the South Asia. During the winter, northeast monsoon winds blow from northeast to southwest. They pick up moisture from Bay of Bengal and give rainfall to eastern coast of India. Eastern coast of India, which is, it is Tamil Nadu. Now we talk about the coast of India, coastal area. North, south, east, west. If you will divide your longitudinally, if you will divide India, it is east. In the east, it is eastern coast. It is in the west, it is western coast. From Cape Cameron to Goa, it is western coast, eastern coast. In winter, this Tamil Nadu will get rain by northeast monsoon winds in winter. Cold winds blow through checked by Himalaya. During the winter, northeast monsoon winds blow from northeast to southwest. They pick up moisture from Bay of Bengal. These winds will pick up moisture from the Bay of Bengal. Here is Bay of Bengal. They pick up and give rain to the eastern coast of India, Tamil Nadu, in the southwestern part of Asia. Western disturbances present in the Mediterranean Sea and bring rainfall in winter. After this, when you will reach in the region of Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh. Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh in this region. Punjab, Haryana, Western Uttar Pradesh. These rains are getting in the month of February and March. It is the effect of Mediterranean winds, low pressure. Okay. So only these regions are getting rainfall. It is also known as western disturbances. They are taking entry in our winter season, giving rainfall. So in next class we will talk about the annual distribution of rainfall in Asia and types of climate in Asia.